I thought it was coming from back in there.
Through the trees, it could have been anything.
Because they were muffled calls.
But something in the way it sounded told Jane Curry to listen.
And as I got closer to it, moving towards the woods and towards the water, I heard, "Help me."
Curry continued to follow the voice down this path, but never located the source.
The calls just kept coming.
And so she made a call of her own, alerting 911. Someone was in trouble.
It could be serious.
It was the second report that had come in. A woman and her daughter kayaking off Nanoose Bay had also heard a man yelling in the choppy waters between Maud Island and Wallace Point. The Joint Rescue Coordination Centre tasked the Canadian Coast Guard to respond. When it broadcast the Mayday, Rob Wilson was on the receiving end.
When we got over towards the shore, we could see the upturned skiff.
The man was wearing a life jacket but had been in the water for roughly 3 hours and was severely hypothermic. Wilson, who was on board the Empress III, managed to get close enough to toss out a life ring, but was struggling to pull him to safety when the Coast Guard rescue specialists arrived.
The stars really lined up for him. He was very, very fortunate.
The man was transported to hospital and his boat was brought in. A successful rescue, Wilson says, could have very well been a recovery.
Well, there are some messages here, and they are, if you're going to be out on the water, make sure you're prepared, wear a life jacket, and be in a properly sized boat for the weather conditions.
For Curry, there's a bigger lesson.
I think it's important to not just dismiss things. Just because something is unusual, don't ignore it.
And in this case, it was likely the difference between life and death.
So never give up.
Kylie Stanton, Global News.